So, about 5 days ago, my kids got a tramp I bought from the neighbor. That they've been like begging for one so bad. And a couple years ago, they totally like put our tramp that we had like on a rock bed and like jumped on it and totally bent the frame. So we were like, sorry, don't got a tramp, you know. So every year since then, they're like, please, we want a tramp. And I'm like, no. So anyway, we had I say we all the time still. It's crazy. Anyway, it's just me. I had they surprised him and brought it over, and anyway, they were freaking out and it was cool. And so anyway, 5 days, fast forward, I get home from work today and Neiska's on the couch and Wyatt had thrown the ball on the tramp and she twisted her ankle. And it was swollen and whatever. So luckily for her, her mom has like a PhD in, Neiska got me these for Mother's Day. They're so cute. In taking people to the doctor, like I'm professional. So anyway, the best ER to go to, for those of you who want the inside track, the best ER to go to in all of the Salt Lake Valley is the Daybreak University of Utah ER. There is no wait, super clean, and they're super nice. So go there. So anyway, we got in the car because I have been there like countless times with Clint, right? So put her in the car and we got over there and checked her all in, and we're walking through the hallway, and all of a sudden I'm walking through the hallway and I'm just like, no, like the sounds, because I haven't, obviously, lucky for us, we haven't been in the doctors, you know, since Clint passed away. And I mean, I can't even count if I'd been to the doctors once. We'd been to the doctors, I don't even know, so many times since his cancer came back. Particularly this ER, you know. So the sounds I'm hearing as I'm walking down the hall, and we get in the room, and we're in one of the rooms that I'd been in before with Clint, and I'm just like saying a prayer, like in my heart, like, please help me hold it together. Like I feel like a panic attack like coming on. I'm just like, oh no, I want to throw up. And so we get her in and get her, you know, squared away, and I can tell it's not bad. Like I don't think it's broken. And they put the little, you know, oxygen thing on her finger, and then they walk out of the room, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, just like a flood of like all the memories of being in the hospital and the sounds, and, you know, thinking like the last time that I was in, you know, in that room was with Clint, and he's not here. Like I think we get really good at like living in the moment, and, you know, having him have terminal cancer for the last year and a half of his cancer battle. Like it was obviously so hard to look at somebody every day and think like, oh no, you're gonna die, I don't want you to die. But we got really good at like forcing out like what could possibly happen and living in the moment, right? For those of you who have like anything looming that you can just sit there and fester and worry and stew over, just really try to live in the moment. And that's what we got really good at, like the last year and a half of his life, was just really like seizing, carpe diem, like seizing the moment. And, you know, the moment we're given is a gift. And so over the last, you know, several months, I can't believe how long it's been, but anyway, since he's passed away, you know, I think that's been like one of the best things that could have happened to help us grieve and to help us move forward, is being able to really harness the power of living in the moment. And that really helps, I think, all of us get through our days, especially me. And So being back in that same place, you know, was really, was really, it was difficult. And, you know, I grabbed my frozen tissues because I got a big old ginormous pack of like frozen tissues on Amazon. And so I reached in my purse and grabbed a tissue, and Neiska looks over at me and it's like, "Are you okay, Mom?" And I'm just like, "Oh, this is hard. It reminds me of Daddy." And she's like, "I'm so sorry." And I'm just like, "Girl." And I always say in my house, like, accidents, and then I pause like that, and the kids go, "Happen." So I was like, "It's okay, girl. Accidents happen." So anyway, you can't help it. And so we walk down the hall to like the x-ray and the CT machine I'm seeing, and she goes in and gets her x-ray, and I'm just sitting there in the little weight room, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, so in a way, like I feel bad because I'm selfish, like I feel because I'm so glad, you know, we don't have to live like that anymore. You know, we don't have to be in the doctors all the time. It's hard. And I would do anything, you know, obviously I would do anything to have him back, and who cares? I would live in the doctors if that meant he was here, but he didn't want that, you know. He didn't want to live like that, and he didn't want us to live like that. So, luckily, anyway, it was just, they think it's a muscle strain, and they put her in a boot, and because she's young and it's by like her growth plate, they want to like x-ray in like a week. So anyway, so that was super hard. I'm glad for her. I'm glad that it's not something worse. But anyway, being in like a place with, that was hard. And then leaving, like, I think when you do something like that, for me anyway, like I get like courageous, you know, like I feel just like I just have more courage since I did something hard. So anyway, like thinking of going to, like, he had a really great hospital, like thinking of going up to Huntsman. Every Wednesday they have salmon salad day, and it's so good. And I actually like really missed Wednesday's salmon salad special at the hospital. And like the thoughts of like, even my Wyatt, like that's like one of his favorite things. It's like salmon salad. My kids all love it. And so like to think of going up there and like walking through the halls of Huntsman, is too much for me right now. My sweet friend of mine's doing like a fundraiser, and where they do like knitted and crocheted hats and go deliver them up there, and I'm just like, I'm not ready for that. I can't do it yet. Anyway, baby steps. So I took some baby steps in the ER. Anyway, so that's my story tonight. It's a okay bedtime story. So there you go. Good night.